Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to another edition of my Smackdown Live review. And we're here, September the 13th, 2016. Now, tonight's episode of Smackdown Live, once again, they just continue to knock it out of the park tonight. I'll say tonight. Coming off the heels of Backlash, which really gave them a huge momentum swing if we're still going by this, kayfabe thing where it's like one show is supposed to be better than the other. SmackDown is winning. Right now, SmackDown is winning. And I think that's the side that most of us wanted to be on, the side where SmackDown won most of the stuff. And, I mean, most of us are pretty happy about that. But, tonight, though, if we're judging off of, my Twitter and what I had to say about the show, you would think I wouldn't really like the show, because last night I didn't have much to talk about with Raw. And I know that, and there wasn't just much to talk about. But tonight I was kind of, doing a lot. I was talking to people during the show and everything, not through Twitter, texting, and people called me during this, and, I eventually just put on a Google Hangout call because I was talking to people through this, But, hey, that's kind of the way things are. But you know what? We're going to go to Twitter, and we're going to see what little I did have to say about this show. And by little, once again, I don't mean bad, because there was a lot going on for me tonight. If there wasn't, I would have had way more to say. The eater of pinfalls, Bray Wyatt. Okay. I was saying the first segment was hot. And then I said, here's HB Ziggler, coming out to confront Miz again. But Miz just usually he knocks that out. Poor Corbin, because, there was Jack Swagger involved tonight. Becky Lynch, favorite female superstar of all time. You guys will see more of that in a little bit. And I retweeted CM Pulse, who said Vintage Ascension for their jobbing skills tonight. Okay, so with that being said, I think we're done with that. So, let's get into SmackDown. So for tonight's show, we begin with, let me throw the camera on because you guys have to see this, as you didn't watch my video earlier. Becky Lynch 100% Badass t-shirt. I had an unpackaging earlier. It kind of got ruined. If you watch it, you understand how. But yeah. That's not why we're here. We're here to go over SmackDown Live. Now, coming into tonight's show, you kind of wanted and expected SmackDown to be hot. And, I mean, they delivered. They delivered perfectly fine. And here comes the yawn. Okay. Now, the first segment, we get the man who would like to be addressed as the face who runs the place. AJ Styles comes out, basically tells everybody that, I'm the new world champion. You got to put up with it. And then eventually, he just basically brags, and then out comes John Cena. And John Cena says, that armband that I threw down, I'd like it back. And then, AJ gave it back. He said he didn't need it because he had a real trophy, the world championship. And then Cena said, you have something that belongs to me, and that's that championship. Because John, I don't think it belongs to you until you win it, you big freaking bully. Okay, now up next, Dean Ambrose comes out, and he starts talking. Well, I might have just got that in the wrong order, but Dean Ambrose did come out, and he started talking. Yeah, because that's exactly how I want. Because he didn't even address Cena. He just the ultimate disrespect. He just shrugged off Cena, walked completely past him and went to AJ. Oh, I am so sorry. And I'm not even tired at all. He walked completely past Cena, went to AJ, and just got in his face. But, Where do we stand here? Yeah, completely got in his face, and then just started telling AJ, you know, you made an enemy out of me, and your life is about to change because when you make an enemy out of me, your life becomes a living hell. And that's basically Dean saying, like, if you read between the lines, you want to take it this way. That's basically Dean saying he took AJ as a challenge, but he still kind of took him lightly. And this is a more serious Dean Ambrose, and I will highly admit, when Ambrose does his comedy stuff, it's funny, but that's like B-rate, you know, lower tier Dean Ambrose. This Ambrose that we got tonight that was bringing it was high tier, exceptional, amazing, non-comedy, dead ass Dean Ambrose. And honestly, I fucking loved it, dude. Like I really did. And that leads to Shane coming out after John Cena basically says, you know, Austin was right for calling you out. You don't deserve anything as far as I'm concerned. You know, you nutted that man a couple weeks ago on the top on the ropes, and then you know he kicks you on yours. I'm surprised you felt it because as far as I stand, you have no balls. And then basically Dean just got in Cena's face and just started telling him how much he does not give a shit about what he has to say. He just basically got in Cena's face. Hey, John, I don't give a shit. Take your ass back to your nice ass house in Tampa with your plastic wife or girlfriend, that general manager backstage, and his boyfriend, I mean girlfriend, wife, whatever. And that led to Shane coming out. Shane said, hey, you know, here's what we're gonna do. Dean, you will get your title shot at a later time. Cena, I'll get to you in a second. But you know, AJ Styles, you will be defending your championship at No Mercy against John Cena and Dean Ambrose. And honestly, dude, I can't wait for that. The build of this should be pretty damn good. It should be pretty damn good. All right, so up next, you know, because after this we get a tag team match announced. AJ Styles and a partner of his choosing, and if he can't find one, then they appoint him a partner versus whom? AJ Styles partner of his choosing versus AJ Styles partner of his choosing versus Dean Ambrose and John Cena. Okay. All of a sudden, just got sniffles. Okay. We move on, and we get Heath Slater spouting his own... Not Heath Slater, I'm sorry. Kurt Hawkins spouting his own facts. I honestly don't care. Kurt Hawkins, to me, is just not good. Like, I don't enjoy him whatsoever. So, there's that. Okay. So, up next, we get The Miz celebrating his championship win over Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler comes out and says, you know what? Dolph Ziggler comes out and says, you know what, you never beat me, Miz. And Miz basically says, dude, you never really earned a shot in the first place. Get to the back of the line. And then Daniel basically tells him, hey, you know what, you're going to be facing him at No Mercy. He's like, nope, I told you after I won my match at, after I won my match at, Backlash. Wow, I just completely drew a blank there. After I won my match at Backlash, I don't know why I have this problem with the yawns. Like this is ridiculous to me. This is the third time I've yawned in this thing in less than 5 minutes, and it's just like I don't even know. But he tells him you're gonna be facing him in a match at Backlash. Miz says no. He's like, well, not at Backlash, No Mercy. That's where Miz says, I told you, I'm not fighting him again, and I'm not fighting for you unless you renegotiate my contract. And that leads to Daniel Bryan getting sick of everything The Miz has to say. He walks on down to that ring, gets in the ring, while Miz gets out. Looks like Daniel Bryan really wanted to just kick the shit out of The Miz and tell him what he was going to do. And Miz and Maurice just walked out through the crowd. Okay. So up next, we had a fatal 5-way women's match with Naomi versus Nikki versus Harley Quinn Alexa Bliss, Natalya, and Carmella, with Becky Lynch at ringside. And honestly, this was a shorter form. Like, it didn't need to be the long match it was Sunday. The long match Sunday was just to show that these girls can go, but it was a shorter form. It wasn't really bad at all. It was short enough to the point where, like, it wasn't really like egregiously offensive, but it got done what it needed to get done. Yeah, it got done what it needed to get done, and it was pretty much a success. It ends with Nikki Bella going for her TKO finish on, I believe, on Alexa Bliss, and then what do you call it? Carmella comes out and super kicks the shit out of Nikki Bella. After that super kick, after the super kick, Carmella goes for the pin, and Alexa throws Carmella out of the ring and pins Nikki Bella to 3. So they're obviously at some point down the line going to give Nikki Bella the women's championship, but at this point in time, they are doing their best to make her. I'm not going to say have an underdog story because we don't really need that, but they're doing their best to keep her away from the title at the moment, and I appreciate that. Now, I just hope Nikki's first match against Carmella, from what I've been saying to people the last couple of days, I hope Nikki's first match versus Carmella, because they're bound to eventually fucking have one. It's basically etched in stone without being etched in stone. I hope her first match against Carmella, she does not just completely I just shit on you. Ha 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 ha. This is over now. I hope Carmella does go on to get a win. And Becky looks surprised, and they just, talk from a distance. Becky holds the championship. Fucking Becky Balboa, baby. Oh, and by the way, I even forgot to mention this. When she first got in the ring tonight, she got a huge "You Deserve It" chant, and she really fucking does. I said it on Twitter. Becky Lynch is my favorite women's wrestler of all time. Okay. And then up next we get a Heath Slater contract signing. And this Heath Slater contract signing was for the championships that they just won. Heath is glad that he's now officially a member of SmackDown Live. He thanks Rhino, he thanks Beulah, his wife, he thanks the kids, his tongueless kid. He said he'll buy his kid a tongue. And then the Ascension comes out, and what do? They challenge for the tag team championships. Shane lets it go down, and we get a tag team championship match between the Ascension and Heath Slater and Rhino. Now, Heath Slater and Rhino win this match. If they would have lost to the Ascension, this would have completely just soured me completely on these tag team titles on this show, because you have such a great opportunity to make the Usos champions, and the sooner you do it at this point, the better. And for those wondering, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you fucking high, make the Usos champion? No. If you have not seen the heel Usos, check them out. Got fucking one of them doing a tequila sunrise for a finish. The old Conan move that he used to do back in I think it was WCW. He used to do for a little period of time. I think he did it for the little bit he was in TNA too, and he was a part of LAX with Homicide and Hernandez. And they face off against the Ascension. The Ascension job. Rhino gets the pin, and they win. Now, some could say, why the Ascension? Why the Ascension? Well, most of us just thought that they'd lose these titles immediately. And I'm pretty sure WWE doesn't want them to seem like they crowned guys who weren't credible for their first champions, because these guys basically went through the entire tag division, so they have to win some of their matches, right? Well, I think if they're going to defend them again next week, I'd say defend them against the Hype Bros. Defend them against the Hype Bros, and there you go. Okay. Yeah. Up next, you have Randy Orton, who, this I have a major gripe with here. Okay. So, up next, you have Randy Orton, and he is basically talking to Bray Wyatt, saying he wants Bray Wyatt to come out. Bray Wyatt, they play a pre-recorded video from what he was saying earlier in the night. He was acting like he was going to come in the ring, because he cuts a promo, and it was a pretty good promo, but like I said, all Wyatt's promos start to blend together. I am a god, blah blah blah. Just like that one tweet I showed you guys that I retweeted. The eater of pinfalls, Bray Wyatt. People, the eater of pinfalls, Bray Wyatt. Okay, now with that being said, we have after the eater of pinfalls, Bray Wyatt. We have. Okay, so with oh, that's where we left off. This is my major gripe of contention. Like I keep losing it. Um, Randy Orton, and this is nothing on him, gets attacked by uh Eric Rowan when the lights go out. Wyatt acts like he's gonna get in the ring, and then Eric Rowan gives Randy up. Randy hits him with the RKO, and then tells Bray to get in the ring. And my thing is here, Bray left Eric Rowan and just basically like we were just left to assume Bray is done with Eric Rowan. No, he's not. The family is still a thing. It just doesn't feel right without Luke Harper. Bray Wyatt is not going down a well-traveled path at all. So, I mean, there's that. So, there we are. My thing with Bray Wyatt is family or no family, he's still taking losses to guys like Kane. And they still take well, he's still taking losses to guys like Kane. It's not working out. It really isn't working out. Like this Brand Randy thing, I don't find myself caring in any way, shape, or form about. I really don't. So there's that. But Eric Rowan is back with Bray Wyatt, which like Wyatt left Rowan, and Rowan put this video out on Twitter about like a psychopathic gimmick where he's like, the WWE version of a killer where he just goes around like choking people out all that crap. It's just, oh man, so much potential for a guy who has no charisma, no anything without Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt by his side. Even Braun Strowman, he just couldn't. Like he just can't. Like I'm sorry. Like some guys can perform, some guys can't. And Eric Rowan, you do nothing for me and or the show or the product. So yeah. I don't even think we went over this. Up next week, I might have gone over this. Oh no, I didn't. Up next week, the Usos versus the Hype Bros, and this actually happened earlier in the show. I just didn't uh, count it in. And the Usos go on to just take care of the Hype Bros rather easily. They went with the Uso Splash, and they have completely changed their shit up. And the Usos, as I'll continue to say, as heels, fucking great. Okay, so I'll not say this. I just seen a Fallout promo of them on the YouTube channel. Holy crap, dude! The Usos not being serious is a bad thing. Like they're sitting here talking to Tom, like, "Oh, you used to like us, blah blah blah." Like, "Oh, we're here, we're not playing games anymore." Yada yada. Like, no, just absolutely no. So with that being said, we now move on to oh yeah, Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. The match never starts. Thank goodness, because we've seen this match too many times at this point. And Baron Corbin basically beats the shit out of Apollo Crews and hits him with the end of days on the floor. So this is probably going to continue to be a feud and bring out more of an aggressive, serious side of Apollo Crews. Problem with that being WWE, his problem isn't an aggressive, serious side. His problem is, or isn't, lack of aggressive and or serious side. His problem is a lack of personality, charisma, and reason for us to care. I said it, that I'm not going to say it anymore. We all know what Apollo Crews needs, and it's not even funny. So, I'm just going to back off of that one. Okay, so up next, I believe we got the main event, which was Dean Ambrose. Actually, no. AJ Styles was backstage looking for partners tonight. He asked Corbin. Corbin said he'd rather face him. He asked Kane laughed at him. And then Daniel Bryan found him. And then found him Big Game James Ellsworth. Big Match James Morrow. Big Match James Morrow. Big Match James Morrow. And Big Match James is going to team with AJ Styles, and AJ basically almost about flips out. It's like the one Ring of Honor skit for the not Santa's Help, for the Secret Santa tag team matches they were doing, where Jay Lethal figured out his first partner for his team of 6 would be Cheeseburger. And he just flipped like, yeah! Like he just flipped. Okay, so up next, what do we have here up next? Oh yeah, main event. So it's Big Match James tomorrow, and AJ Styles versus Cena and Ambrose. Cena and Ambrose do go and get the win, but before the match starts, The Miz comes out and lays out James Ellsworth with a skull-crushing finale on the ramp, tells Daniel that he's the main event and he's going to be in the main event, and he eats the AA at the end of the match. Like, I love the fact that Dean never wanted to tag in, and then when he realized he needed to at some point in this match, he did it. But Dean Ambrose needs to keep up what he did tonight, because at the end of the match, he just dirty deeds John Cena and talks a lot of shit. Ambrose needs to keep that up immediately, because if he does not, it is not going to be good for him. Because you can hear the fans are starting to turn on him. Like, his reactions aren't what they were. The fan base is starting to turn on him. Okay. So, that's about that. So, there you go. So, there we go. So, that is my SmackDown Live review. Remember to leave a like on this video if you already haven't. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that double E goodness on this channel. I hope you guys did enjoy this SmackDown review. Remember tomorrow I have a double dip coming at you guys with CWC, but that'll be second, and Lucha Underground, which will be first. So reverse: Lucha Underground and CWC. Lucha Underground, CWC. CWC, LU. LU, CWC. CLUWC, L. I think I got that right. I don't know. Either way, Lucha Underground, CWC tomorrow. We have 2 reviews. We're going back at it 3 days straight. The triple KO combo, which we'll be doing from here on out. And I hope you guys did enjoy. So thank you guys for watching. I do encourage you, like I said, to leave a like on this video if you already haven't. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that double E goodness on this channel. And also remember to leave a comment to let me know if you thought I was wrong on anything or what you thought I could have been right on. So, or to just tell me that I'm horrible and I need to get off YouTube. Anything you want. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and share. Hit that share button. Hit that share button like you want to share some Oreos with your best bud on the couch while watching a movie. Like you pass that, like you pass the bag and or bucket of popcorn around and share it with your good old friend or your girlfriend, like you're watching a movie or something. Share it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!